We are live. It is week 11,
from US
game
Bank
number
Stadium
11
in Minneapolis.
of the 2021 NFL season. It is featuring the Dallas Cowboys going up against the Minnesota Vikings from US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now let us go and see more after the game.
We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious US Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And then getting down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just the plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
They go play action here on first down. Connects over the tight end, Will Jordan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. That turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, but they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. A.J. Osborne deep from Minnesota. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. Yeah, they're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. Getting down past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13. Hoping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Justin Jefferson. This one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on the first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets it left side of Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Give us a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, got that dagger play, got that play, just finish him off right now. Because I think
and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And we're going to pass at the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to John Schultz. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw so hard, your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a good point there is they were able to take it into the end zone for a counter touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 30 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in the Dallas touchdown. Yeah, after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. It's out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start the drive with Cook. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing. And it's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
Well, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense can go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Cover wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he will have the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Give him 6 yards and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open here out of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Coachman throw complete to Fielder. And the lead on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Again, it's Cousins. It's intercepted. Picked up down at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. Past the 20. He takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now KJ Osborne. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last night didn't bother you too much last night?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to it after pick 6. Cousins. We're going from Jefferson down. This is taken in. It's complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before it's out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throw, Cousins. First down and 1 in the field goal range also at the 16 now. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Tail left side complete. That's Johnson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Cousins again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and short.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
3rd short yardage, Cousins. Intercepted. Jordan Smith. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually taking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from Dak Prescott. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And they'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to have time, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one to around the 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 up first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing his Cousins. It is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. This is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 13. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Able to hit his target William. And they get it just short of 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. This is Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to find Gallup here complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback, still try and cover downfield.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. We'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. The RPO always puts the defense in a little bit of a predicament, but when it's Deke and Zach, that probably makes it extra tough, doesn't it?
Predicament. I like that word because when you look at it from the defense's perspective, hard to commit either way, right? Because if you do, you're overcommitting. That's what they call a stressful situation. Many think that Dak should keep the ball more. Built so well, so solid, and running was a huge part of what he did at Mississippi State.
Throwing, Prescott. Now it's into the end zone for the Cowboys touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that really took a 7-play drive over time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. And now out comes Minnesota. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Second and 16. Cousins gives way to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, but it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Incomplete. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a plus so far as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
We have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To carry it out for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Somebody's going to making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. "54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets are 40. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This Johnson is good. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A first down throw for Cousins. Trying to center the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The middle complete. It's Johnson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Tyrone Crawford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of this game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. Would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this is going to be a Cowboys his first down as he gets this up past the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On second down, Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they do 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Well, guys, there you have it. The Cowboys are winners 21-0 over the Vikings. By end of stream, and I'll be back tomorrow for another live stream, so please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.